Welcome everybody, my name is Arlie, and in today's video I'm going to be exploring how I can make some birds for my journal pages and for collaging into some paintings. I was inspired to do this activity by going through my little basket of little doodles and just little sketches that I sometimes do and put aside on other paper, and I found that picture there of the three birds that I had done in marker previously, and I thought, well, it was really cute, so why not use that as sort of a starting point and make some more birds on brown paper for my journal. So I just have this very, you could say, crumpled piece of paper, and I decided that I would just use that rather than picking out something that was completely new and had a great surface, because I like that kind of crumply feeling of the paper, and I thought that it would add a little bit more texture and just a little bit more fun to it. When you collage it in, it's probably going to smooth out a little bit. And if it doesn't matter, because it's a collage and it's kind of a fun thing, and it's going to likely be in my journal. So it didn't seem like it's a problem. So I'm using different pens here, and I should say markers. I did start off on the very right hand side with a Bic gel pen, but then these birds that I'm doing here, I used a Posca pen for. Now all of the birds except for this one that I'm doing right here use the 3M tip, which is, it's about 1 millimeter, slightly bigger. The one that I am using here is a 0.7 millimeter tip. It's the 1M, and this is in the color beige. It's a really nice color. I like this color a lot. You can see that it really pops on the brown paper, and also this one is white, and you can see white also really pops on the brown paper, which I like a lot. Now I'm doing these birds, and they're really just doodles. I'm not trying to make them into anything great. I'm just having fun here because I want this to be an exploratory exercise, you could say, or just having some fun in making these birds. That's why I'm trying out the different colors on the brown paper, and I'm exploring what sort of marks I like to make here. And it's just a fun exercise. So I really like that turquoise, or sort of, I believe that's the light blue color in the Posca marker. So I'm going with that. And now in this one, this is a brush tip marker, and these markers are very cheap. I bought them off of Amazon. It was like a set of 30. I think it was on sale, so it was like $10. And they are not the best. Their name, I believe, was Winson, but you can find these under all sorts of different brand names on Amazon, and they're pretty inexpensive. They're not the best, but they do the trick. I've gone back to a bullet tip Posca marker here, and again, I'm just making different marks on each of the birds and having fun with it, seeing what I like. I am back to the brush tip here, and this is the light gray one, the lightest gray in the set. And for this particular bird, I am using a reference photo. So, you can just go on to Google or Pinterest and whatever, and just type in bird photos and, go from there. I mean, I'm not trying to get any sort of a likeness. It's just trying to get some fun, loose birds. This is just a, just a regular pen here. And again, I like seeing, like, how does this look? And also, as you're going through this exercise, you can ask yourself, like, how do I enjoy using this, particular pen or marker? Or do I enjoy it? Maybe I don't even like using, the Posca marker or ballpoint pen, and maybe you prefer the brush tip. The brush tip is kind of nice because it's, gives it sort of a painterly look. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here with this one. I'm going for a more sketchy type of a look, which is why I'm using the brush marker. And I just like the way that it gives it, sort of like I've been painting with an actual paintbrush. This guy here, I am going in, and again, I'm trying different ways of making marks for the bird. Like I'm doing the wing a different way, and I'm always kind of thinking like, is there another way I could make a mark, or another sort of a pattern that I can do? And just seeing what I enjoy too, like what marks do I enjoy making. Now here I am using a paintbrush, and this is one of my wonky brushes. If you saw my making mark making video, you would have seen me using that brush a lot. This brush right here, it's just a number 1, so it's a very small fine brush, and I'm just sketching out the bird very lightly. I'm using black paint for all these. I also really like the way that the black paint shows on this brown paper. Same brush I'm using here, and again, just making a variation on it. And I personally really love to use my paintbrush and draw with it, but again, you might really prefer using markers or pens, so see what you feel, see what feels best to you and go with that. This paintbrush here is a bigger one. I would say it doesn't have a number on it, so I can't say for sure, but I would say this is around maybe like a 5 or 6. It is a little bit of a thicker brush. You can tell there in those brush strokes I just did on him. And again, some of these I'm using a reference for, and I mean it's very loosely, and some of them I'm just going, completely off, just having fun and making it up. This one here, I believe I used either a pigeon or a dove reference for. But again, this is super loose, and I'm just having fun with it. Like, if I don't make it look like a pigeon, who cares? It's just about having fun. And I think, too, these sorts of wonky interpretations can really make for just giving it more of that original feel to it, or a more personal feel, if you will, rather than it being a super perfectly executed bird. And frankly, if it was a super executedly perfect bird, I would probably then be worried about collaging it in my journal, because I'd be like, oh, I've ruined it and I can never have it again. Okay, now in this part, I am going ahead and I'm putting white gesso on this sheet of the brown paper. Now with this technique, you have to move really fast, so I'm applying it quickly. Of course, this video is sped up, but I'm drawing this bird on as fast as I can so that I can scratch into the wet paint. That's a bamboo skewer that I used in the first one, so that's for cooking. And in this one, I'm going ahead and I'm using a pencil to carve into the gesso. And like I said, make sure that you move fast, because if you don't, it'll be drying and your pencil will get into the drawing, which is totally okay. Just, when you go to collage it on something, the medium that you use to put it on will probably smear it, so the pencil will get smeared. And this is a lot of fun. I mean, if you want to just have a good time, like experiment by carving into the wet paint and seeing what kinds of fun birds you can come up with, because this also gives a totally different look to it, which would also be fun to put in a collage piece or your journal. And you can see here, I was just using part of a grocery bag that I had cut out there. So this is a great exercise. I'm not using expensive materials. They're all pretty inexpensive. And this is the result of my noodling. You can see on that pigeon bird there, I went in with some ballpoint pen after, and that created a nice effect. So this is what I ended up with. And join me in my next video, because I'm going to show you what I did with these birds.